Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go and play.
Good evening. Welcome to another JK Deal Reveal coming to you for a fourth consecutive year every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, bringing you a deal or 10. So today we are going to bring you 10 deals in the US for basically the price of one property in Canada. And we're going to see how that plays in your favor. And so we're going to bring on a special gatekeeper. You've seen him before, just bringing us a conveyor belt of deals in the Ohio Cleveland market. And so let's make sure. I just got a message coming in saying there's no sound. So let's make sure that you can hear me. So everyone who is on live, I'd appreciate if you can just tell me if it's everyone or just some of you who can't hear. Okay, you can hear me. And so it's actually our guest speaker who's going to have to figure out his sound here. So let's make sure we're giving all the permissions. Boom, 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 and fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Hello, welcome back, McKinley. Can you hear me? I sure hope you can. Okay, we're going to let him figure it out for a minute here. But for those of you who are new to the deal reveal, I basically said what this is about. Every week we bring you a deal. These are real live deals that you can take action on, that you can put offers on, or sometimes we like to feature deals that our community members have pulled the trigger on, who have bought, and now we're celebrating all together. For example, and I did see you here, Isabel, you're part of the attendees. We might bring Isabel on next week to reveal her most recent deal. So congratulations to Isabel. I'll contact you on the side for that. But if it's not your first time on the deal reveal, don't be shy. Say hi. Whether you're listening on the live Zoom or if you're listening on the cross post on Facebook or wherever you're catching this, say hi. We're friends, we're family, so don't be shy. But if it is your first time here, write in hashtag JK so we get a sense of how many new people are streaming in. And if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay for us. We're just doing a little bit of statistics, and we're also trying to get the algorithms to work in our favor. So there's a win-win-win-win happening here. The more of you there are, the more we can go and find more gatekeepers and more deals so we can just keep on making this cash flow machine going. And so, JK team, can we do what we can to help McKinley out, who is not hearing any sound? So let's just go there. I appreciate that, JK team, working on the back end of all this at the back office here. So the deal reveal is also meant to be an interactive platform for you and for me. So I'm not just talking to a camera all day long. We're bringing in more and more guest speakers and community reveals. And it's an opportunity for you to test your own knowledge. If you've been following the JK courses and the JK program, maybe you're in the All You Can Learn Pass. This is an opportunity for you to run your own numbers and ultimately say, hey, this is a deal. This is not a deal, and why? What are the next steps for you on your journey? If you're not into a mentorship or a one-on-one coaching program, none of that, and you're doing it by yourself, that's wonderful too. But are you ready to take action? And do you have the confidence? Have you cured your analysis paralysis? Where are you at in your journey so that you can ultimately take that next step? So this at any point on these deal reveals, you go ahead and say deal or no deal and blow up that comment box so that we can read you every week. So basically, I'm your butler, right? I'm your deal butler, bringing those deals to you on a weekly basis so you can get excited because we don't spend hours and hours and hours analyzing deals on this call. What we do is we look at them, we analyze the two golden rules of real estate. Are we buying them at a discount? And are we buying cash flow? Buying at a discount, golden rule number one, buying cash flow ASAP, not in 10 years. Right now, are we buying cash flow, or in the next couple of months, are we going to fix up this place, rent it out, and then immediately create cash flow for ourselves? Those are the two golden rules that we're pitting every deal against. And we've noticed over the years some trends and some opportunities for cash flow that can significantly blow a lot of comparable Canadian investment real estate out of the water, and that's why we love it so much. So we are investing when and where the deal makes sense. Not always in our backyard, and that's one of the reasons Janie and I, eventually, after almost 10 years of investing in the US, as Canadians doing it remotely in Canada, we eventually made this our full-time passion, and now we live primarily in the US on a visa. That doesn't have to be everyone's journey. We've done it many, many years without. We've scaled to over 100 units without having a visa, but now it was just part of our story and our journey. So hopefully McKinley is figuring out his technical issues. I do see that. Let's see here, giving him all the permissions. Hopefully that fixes it. So McKinley is one of our gatekeepers here locally in Cleveland who sources these off-market deals. And this week, we are going to have, hopefully some sound for him, 10 properties, 10, two hands of properties, and for under $1 million. And just for fun, there's going to be a vacant lot just thrown in there as a bonus. So hopefully McKinley, by now, are we good with sound? Uh-oh, I hope so. Testing, testing. McKinley, do we have sound? Can you hear me? Turn up your volume. JK team, help me out here. Turn up volume. Lol. Hopefully. Because McKinley has most of the details on this opportunity. So under $1 million, I will continue to talk around the deal. We took the liberty of speeding up the process for you rather than doing the deal reveal on every one of the 10 properties, which could take like 20 minutes if we spend 2 minutes per property. Ultimately, we've already compiled the ARVs, the after repair values, or the market values for these properties, and we're in the zone of $1.2 million. So that is the market value for the 10 properties, which includes 4 duplexes, and the rest are single family homes. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about day one. And by the way, 950,000 isn't negotiated yet, right? So day one, we're looking at that golden rule, that first golden rule of real estate being buying at a discount. So that's what we're talking about here. The second golden rule, which I'm hoping McKinley will be able to chime in because he has the numbers, is cash flow. So one more attempt. He still can't hear us, unfortunately. And that's why.
McKinley,
Oh,
where are you? Come see me.
yeah,
I'm in
Janie's in
the
the
front.
same building as you. Go find Janie.
Come see me in the front. Got your
In the
back.
front.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Janie. Oh, I'm glad you're joining here. JK team pulled Janie out of the ranks. Janie and McKinley are actually at the Greater Cleveland Real Estate Investor Association meetup, which happens once a month. So Janie's on the ground, and so is McKinley. I'm the one who stayed in the office to have a stable sound and internet, but they're here, and look at that. I love it. We're pulling it together. So these 10 properties and vacant lot are all in the Cleveland, the city of Cleveland. I believe there's 1 or 2 that happen to be in the suburbs as well. And those particular properties have an ARV of 120, 140 that are also in this particular mix. So that's what we have here for you. Look at this. You're getting an inside scoop here.
Okay, I got McKinley with me.
Perfect. Wonderful. Hey, how we doing?
Let's go in.
JK team.
What's that?
I said JK team. We pulled the strings
To
on
the
this
rescue.
one to get it in time. So While McKinley is just getting quickly set up here, your role in this deal reveal is to say deal or no deal. At any point, you could say, "This is for me. Take my name. I want to put an offer. Put me in contact with McKinley." At any point, you can jump in. So that's your role during the deal reveal. So,
This is Jamie OG.
welcome. We made it.
What's up, man? How you doing? I don't know why I couldn't hear nothing on my phone. I could see you, but I couldn't hear you.
Very weird. It's the first time. You've been doing it for a number of times now. It's the first time. But anyways, water under the bridge. You're here, and we're happy to have you. So, why don't you give us a sense of where you're at right now, and then we'll quickly transition into 10 deals, 10 U.S. properties for the price of basically one, maybe two Canadian properties. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Well, right now I'm at the Greater Cleveland Real Estate Association meeting they have every second Thursday of the month here in Cleveland. And Janie's here, OG Gangster's here. And I just actually got finished going over some deals and some properties. I was a guest speaker here, and I just went over some properties, probably about 7 to 8 properties here, and see if anybody had any interest. So that's why I'm here at this building right now.
Love it.
But we could talk about this package of really 11 properties. One of them is a piece of land, though. So I would say 10 properties.
Yeah, I basically said it's 10 properties, 14 units, and we're throwing in a piece of land as a bonus for someone who's buying the package.
But that land is on the west side of Cleveland. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know how.
Beautiful. Excellent. All right, we're back. You cut out.
All right.
So the land is on the west side of Cleveland.
So what have you talked about? Right, I was saying, what did I miss? What did you talk about so far? What did I miss?
I painted the scene for you, and I basically said that we added up the numbers. The package is probably worth 1.2, 1.3 million, right, as an ARV, but that's pretty much all I said about the deal. I didn't say where they were, how much rents or cash flow, none of that. That's where you can chime in.
Okay, so basically you got about 10 properties. One's a piece of land. All of them are in Cleveland. It's like maybe 1 or 2 on the west side, most of them the east side. There's actually 2 of them that are in the suburbs. Like one is in Warrensville Heights, which is pretty sought after suburb in Cleveland. The other one is in Maple Heights, which is, a lot of investors like to buy in Maple Heights also. So the properties, out of the properties, there's probably like 4 or 5 that's vacant, I believe, and then about another 5 that are occupied. And right now, it's a situation where this is a seller. She's from Israel, but she lives in Florida now, and she just kind of fed up with the landlord game, pretty much. And it's an emotional attachment because she's been here. She went through the management companies, the contractors, and they didn't work out for her. So now she wants a price. We're looking at about the land, and if you are ready to purchase now, you get a deal reveal deal today.
McKinley already chopped $50,000 off the top for you, offering it at $900,000. So that's what we're talking about.
I chopped off 50,000. Okay, 900,000. We'll be happy with that.
Yeah. Beautiful, excellent. I actually did pull up the spreadsheet if you did need that, McKinley. But how about you tell us a little bit about the rents we can expect from a portfolio like this? If you know them off the top of your head, or would you like me to pull up the spreadsheet?
Pull it up. I don't know them off the top of my head, but you can have some really good rents on this. I would say 14. I would say over 14, 15,000 a month, just off the top of my head.
Beautiful. So here we have it, and look at these taxes. You got to love this in Cleveland, right? $500 of taxes, not per month, per year. About 2,000 here, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000, a little bit higher here. I'm guessing this is either a typo or the one in the suburbs. And
Right.
so forth. So yeah, let's look at those rents. We have 700, 2,000, 1,100, and you can add them up. But let's just keep them round. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right around 14,000 if I'm just going to go quickly in monthly gross rents coming off these properties.
And really, those are low rents because I was just saying in the other room there, I was just talking in front of everybody that the rents are up tremendously in Cleveland. Like, you know what I'm saying? The used to be like 11, 1,200 a month is now 13, 1,400 a month. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So basically, the rents are low right now. They could be raised. And all of these properties, from what I know, I haven't inspected all of them yet, and I'm in the process of that. But I just wanted to share this with you guys real quick for the early birds. So this right here, these properties, they all pretty much, I'm told that they have new roofs, pretty much. So, and they're all in decent condition, but really don't know that until we actually analyze it and actually go through it.
Beautiful. And that's another thing with these deal reveals is to test our hmm, our gut investor feeling to see, hey, is this ballpark looking like a good, great deal? And if it is, let's explore further. Let's say, hey, I'm interested. Let's lock them up, get them under contract, do our inspections and all that quickly, of course, within a week or so, and then make a decision, right? We can be in and out. You could buy these properties within a week or two, do all your due diligence. But you have got like one person is going to be buying this, so you do have to raise your hand pretty quickly if you're interested. So let's talk about a few things. $900,000. Not everyone is just sitting on that kind of capital. Can we get some financing on these?
Financing or seller financing? What are you talking?
Oh, well, you tell me if there was any. Has there been any seed planted for
I
seller
really
financing?
don't think she's not really interested in carrying any paper, but it's not like totally out the question. I'm willing to ask whatever way you guys in the situation. I do know that a few people have been asking, can they cherry pick or get a few of them, but she's looking to do a 1031 exchange, so that's why she wants to really sell them as a package. So I don't think that's going to work out. But hey, I'm willing to ask any questions that you have and see if we can make a deal.
I love it. 1031 exchange, for those who don't know, not available to Canadians, but very common in the US. When a US citizen sells real estate, they can defer the capital gains on the profit into their next purchase. So that creates an additional motivation for a seller to sell as a bundle, to sell together, and to sell quickly, because they might have another property already lined up that they want to buy, but they'll have to sell this to do that, and so it just creates additional motivation in the process. And I'm looking over this sheet real quick, and you're right; these are really, really low rents. Like, take a look at this. You got a 4-2 single family for $700. All right.
Unheard of right now.
That's low. You have another 4-2 for 1,100. That's low. You got some doubles, right? A 2-1-2-1 for 17 total. That's low. So I have to agree that these are low across the board here, looking good. So let's just take a look at our numbers. What did we say? We said 14,000 per month. That's over 150,000 a year, ladies and gentlemen, coming in US dollars. So that's like a million Canadian right there. And then most of these are in Cleveland. So you saw how small the taxes were compared to the purchase price. So I'm going to venture off and say we can use the 55% rule as a good approximation of how much of this gross number would be net at the end of the day. And so $92,000 a year would be your NOI. Yeah, that's what it's looking like up front. And if you did buy at 900,000 today's price, you are in the double digit cap rate. So are you buying cash flow? Well, if you bought it cash, yes, you're buying $92,000 of cash flow per year. And if you're getting financing, well, so long as your financing is under 10% per year, then you're buying cash flow as well. So that's what we're looking at. We have our first golden rule satisfied and our second golden rule satisfied. So now it's a matter of, do you have an appetite for this package? If you do, let us know. Let McKinley know. We'll put you in contact, and then you can go ahead, start your due diligence, and add 14 units and one bonus lot to your portfolio. Any
Hey, I
final
wonder.
words on this, McKinley?
Yeah, I did want to say something else, that because the rents are low, you're really talking about potential, I would say, close to 16,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about like 180,000 a year. Um, if you had 900,000 and say you got to put another 10,000 each property, let's say you all in at a mil, or say 1.1 mil. So you're talking about in a few years, maybe 5 to 7 years, you basically got your money back pretty much, depending on the finance and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Very, very strong stuff. I will just caution people, I guess that's the right word, of a few things. There are two properties in here that are in East Cleveland. It's not to be disregarded. So we don't like East Cleveland as much, and East Cleveland doesn't typically like us as much either. They do have an exterior point of sale in East Cleveland as well. Yep. And so we do have to be careful. We have to know about that. So same thing with Warrensville and Maple Heights. These are all suburbs, and so they do have point of sale inspections, which means the city is going to come in, or has already came in, I don't know yet, produce a report and say these have to be corrected in the next 60, 90 days. And so are you aware if that report has been generated so far, McKinley? Probably not, but are you aware?
I don't think so yet, because usually most sellers, they don't want to generate the report until they're
Yep.
ready to sell, because the clock start ticking on actually doing the repairs on that inspection. But I do want to add something. I just learned something today, that these properties, the two in East Cleveland, are actually borderline Cleveland Heights. So like
Mm-hmm.
borderline suburb. So when I was talking to my one friend about this package today, he was saying that he's got a good friend who's like the police chief of East Cleveland. They call it East Cleveland Heights.
I like that.
So
I
that's
like
something I learned today, East Cleveland Heights.
it. East Cleveland
So
Heights.
East Cleveland Heights, he said they don't get any calls there for like crime. They don't hardly get any calls that area, things like that.
Mm-hmm. And
So I
it's
learned a new thing.
I like that. And yeah, it's very, very possible. Those fringe areas can be very, very lucrative. I mean, our highest cap rate property that we've ever purchased is well, it's right on the border of East Cleveland. It's technically in Cleveland, but it's right on the border. And so you might just throw it all in one big pot and say, nah, too close to East Cleveland, or that's East Cleveland, because we're literally one street away from East Cleveland. And we love that property. We love it. We actually did a test, and you haven't seen it yet, McKinley, but it's actually an Airbnb that's been doing very, very well. We launched it a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months now. My God, time flies. And
Where's it at?
it's
Where's it at?
it's officially in Euclid Green in Cleveland, but it's right at the border of Euclid, South Collingwood, East Cleveland, and Cleveland Heights. It's like right in the middle of all of that.
Oh, I know the Euclid Green. That's a good area. That's a real good area. That's a nice little fringe pocket. See, we're gonna probably have to do a show just on the fringe
Yeah,
investing,
I love
especially
it.
in Cleveland.
Yeah, I love that TV show, but that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, the Fringe, Cleveland edition. I love it. I love
I
it.
didn't even know that was a TV show.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool. It's a little wacky, paranormal, not paranormal, but supernatural. It's fun.
Okay.
So that's the deal. That's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any questions? Any questions come in? Do you have any questions, real quick? While we're all here, a real live deal, off market, right? These are not on market. First one to raise their hand is interested. So if they're interested, send us an email. Let us know in the chat or in the Facebook right now, and we'll make the connection for you.
Look like somebody typed something in here. It says city. or something with a question mark.
Yeah, I think we've answered that. Pretty much all in Cleveland, and some, I guess, 4 properties are in the suburbs, and the vacant piece
Okay.
of land is on the west side.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well, that's
Well,
great. Well, thank
we
you.
got much more to come. So
Always much more to come. So thank you so much for your time, McKinley. Always a pleasure.
thank you.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks, because I think next week we're going to feature a deal from one of our community members, and then we'll probably have you on in a couple more weeks after that.
Okay, thanks everybody. Appreciate you so much. Look forward to working with you.
Absolutely. And the upcoming bus tour, I will say, there is
Thank you.
1 spot left, and
Thank you.
McKinley will be there, and we will be showcasing some of his properties during the tour as well. Of course, he has no properties today that will be on the tour, but by the time the tour comes around, there's going to be a whole other busload of deals, and we will be featuring them live with you and McKinley at the bus tour.
Wow, you're welcome, Nancy, and you're welcome, Isabel.
Love it. Absolutely. So, deal or no deal? Golden rule satisfied. We've got a nice little mix. So, the deal butler and McKinley have been hard at work for you. And as I said, the Epic Bus Tour is right around the corner. 1 spot left. After that 1 spot, and I'm sure it's going to get booked if it hasn't already between the start of this call and now. If you go to jkrealestatepartners.com/bus tour, you will still be able to RSVP for the next bus tour. The dates have not officially been announced yet, but we're looking like it'll be mid-August. It's looking like it's going to be August 10th or 11th. So if that date works better for you, jkrealestatepartners.com/bus tour, and that will probably be the last one of the year in August. So Cleveland in the summertime is gorgeous. We're going to be spending some time by the lake and obviously in the properties. It'll be a whole experience like we always do in Cleveland.
Well, you're gonna be. When is the next one? Is it May? May what?
May 11th and 12th.
May 11th and 12th. We got a comedy show with my best friend here. Okay, May 11th, Mother's Day weekend. You're all invited. You're all invited. He does comedy and he MC. He does hip hop and blues, soulful blues.
I love it. So during the bus tour, you're plugged in with all the entertainers and everything, and you've got a comedy show that's happening that you can also experience some of the local festivities and local entertainment and all that. It's happening. And if you didn't catch that because the music was going, everyone is invited. Everyone who's attending the bus tour is invited to the show. Compliments of McKinley and his connection.
Right.
Amazing.
Last time we had a magic show. Remember?
That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. And so thank you once again. Very, very generous of you. And we caught a glimpse of Janie. Maybe Janie, you would like to say a few words since we have it here on the All You Can Learn Pass.
I'll hear crickets about that.
Thank you. Hey guys, it's so nice to be on the deal reveal. It's been a while.
Yeah. Where you
I'm
been?
here representing. Well, I've been busy. I've been busy. But I'm here at the greater Cleveland area for to represent We Mind Properties, our short-term rental management company. And I am showing people how to make more bang for their buck, getting that spice in their portfolio, which is always fun. So that's why I'm here. Yeah. So you guys, one last ticket to the bus tour, and that is it. We are shutting down the doors. There's not going to be no ifs and buts. It's one more ticket, and that is it. So hopefully, maybe it's you. Maybe you're going to be the next one on the bus. I look forward to seeing all of you in person at some point in time.
And if the bus tour doesn't work, or if you're already part of the bus tour, but now you're super excited to work with We Mind Properties and do short-term rentals in Cleveland and beyond, well, the All You Can Learn Pass includes 2 short-term rental programs. One is the do-it-yourself model. We teach you everything for you to just go ahead and do it yourself. And the other is to do it at a next level, at the theme, like for those of you who know our Harry Potter or Magical Muggles mansion themed property. If you want to do that type of, we have another program to do it on a higher scale, on a more niche level. And so if you're interested in that or anything else, apartment buildings, mobile home parks, vetting deals, analyzing deals, evaluating the asset protection, the legal structure, the financing, we got it all. It's all
Using
in-
your RSPs.
Yeah, using your RSPs to self-fund your US real estate deals. We've cracked so many codes over the last decade, and we've put them all in there for you. All you can learn. jkrealestatepartners.com/programs, and our claim to fame is 6 months to results. That's what we want you to do. At least get your first deal in the first 6 months. And even if you're, even if you're a little slower, we're going to continue supporting you until you get your first deal, even if it takes longer than 6 months, which I hope it doesn't. Come on, we've done all the hard work, so you can just follow the blueprint. So once you
That or
sign up,
Kyle, that or we're gonna whip their ass. Like that's the
One-
other.
one of the two,
Whip
one
their
of
ass
the two is
into
going to
deals.
happen.
All right,
And
guys.
and for anybody who joins in, remember we're still holding true to these bonuses for people who join the All You Can Learn. 5 one-on-one coaching calls with one of the JK coaches and 4 group coaching sessions, which are with me every week. So you get 4 of those. That's the mastery group coaching. Those are all of our more advanced students who have access to the group coaching sessions. For example, tonight in about half an hour, we're going to do a deep dive on Section 8. CMHA, which we call locally in Cleveland. So we dive deep into that program, which is guaranteed rents paid by the government at an even higher rate than what most cash paying normal tenants pay. So how do you navigate that program? That's some of the topics that we talk about in our group coaching session. So if that or anything else I spoke about is of interest, jkrealestatepartners.com/programs. Go check out our website. We spent so much love, time, and energy and resources on that website in the last couple of months. It's totally revamped, so go check it out. There's a lot of free goodies in there too that you can really sink your teeth in to get you started. So that's our deal reveal for the evening. I know we said a lot. We had a little technical difficulties at the beginning, but thank you for sticking in there, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side and doing now for tomorrow like all of our other community members. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you soon.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. See you in Cleveland.